the board as a whole, we hope to just get a consensus of the board. John, you have a thought? So. Okay. Richard.
Well, folks, no, let me tell you something first off, and I don't mean to say anything, but I object to that kind of language.
I appreciate it.
On a religious and on a moral standpoint, I'm sorry, sir, but please don't use that language around me.
Okay, you know what I said before?
No, sir, I don't.
Okay. Thank you. Good comment. Your thoughts on the table? Do you have an opinion?
I was merely responding to a comment that I have great objection to.
I understand. Anything on the tables, though?
I'd be honest. My feeling is I think we need to have an inventory to know what we have.
We have an inventory.
All right. And if we have the inventory, then maybe we need to take a look at it, because I think some of the pots that Valerie is talking about are quite nice. If they're not reusable, that's fine. But before we put them into a silent auction, I think we should consider.
And I agree. And we've given Madonna the task to work that through with the office. So I think she's planning on that. She just hasn't gotten together with the staff.
Yeah,
right.
that's true.
Yeah.
And I just want to add that I really don't feel like rushing into the silent auction. We can have the auction in September. We can have it still in October. There's no point of rushing into it after we waited 7 months already. And also, I think that Valerie has a good point that after we take a photo of everything, maybe I can just bring the photos here. We can go through it. Because, for example, a fake plant could be put in one of the party rooms. Yeah, that party rooms might be renovated later on, but we can still use a fake plant. So some of those items we can kind of allocate in different places in the community, and then we decide what to do for the round tables. The round tables, let's say on the average is at upscale resale is about $5,000 or $3,000. I think some of those large ticket items should have a reserve. If somebody have a bid of $2 or $5, we might as well just hold on to it. It just doesn't make sense to, give away a good table for, just $20 worth. That's the comment I got.
Okay, thank you. Renneye.
Guy Sturms asked for those party rooms to be emptied out. He needs them. He needs them for storage of whatever project he's got coming forward. We don't have the ability to hold on to this stuff longer. They've been sitting there since November?
Yeah.
So, I mean, clearly this board can figure out what to do with old furniture. If we're going to buy boilers, we better get our act straight with old furniture. As far as these tables go, keep them. They cost $8K. That was $40,000 in tables. So unless anybody knows where all that money's going to come from in the future, I strongly suggest we hold on to them and figure out just somewhere
we can do that. That's the
I would agree. I don't know what percentage would they do for us. What would they do for us if we just keep them?
Well, I don't know, but I remember hearing that during the election last year, the board members ended up with them or they were destroyed. I almost would like to see them drug out like a dog and pony show to assure the residents who believed those statements that they do indeed exist, and no board member took them home. Thank you.
Okay, Big Valerie.
It comes around to the philosophy of the lobby again, as to whether it's a walk-through or whether it's a sit-and-talk lobby. There was a lot of concern about the decision to remove the big tables and put the sofas in, that concern that the sofas just weren't going to last, that people might have used them, that they would get soiled and stained and all that. And so sort of in the eventuality that proved to be true, which shouldn't prove to be true because they're very rugged and durable. The thought was if we, in the next iteration, decided to have a walk-through lobby again, we wouldn't have to buy really expensive big tables again. We would have them. If we can repurpose them somewhere else on the property, as we have done one in the community center, it's an asset that we keep that we don't have to buy again.
I can understand that, but in an unlikely event, this board would be foolhardy enough to go back to the lobbies.
Well, let me, John, Richard had his hand up.
No, it's okay.
Richard.
I was really going to weigh in. I think that the comments that Valerie and Renneye make are very valid. It seems to me that we have some pieces that are, as Renneye pointed out, quite expensive when we purchase them. And I think it makes good sense to, I think the word used to repurpose. because one never knows. A year or two from now, we may say, hey, we want to redo the configuration of that lobby, and we'll have pieces of furniture that were quite popular before.
So I'm hearing, and I just want to bring this out to the board, Russ, and let me just say, I'm hearing contrary information. I have those that are for keeping them, and those that are saying, hey, if we can get better dollars for them, let's sell them. So did you, Russ,